Currently walking in the French Quarter here on Canal Street in New Orleans, Louisiana. If you're planning a trip with your family and friends to visit this city, be very, very careful when you're in this area because it could be quite dangerous, to say the least. I've been here for about 20 minutes now, and I have not seen one damned cop walking up and down this street, not one. On June 30th, 2024, it's 4:45 a.m. Sitting on the 700 block of St. Peter Street is Christy Thibodeau. She's in her Jeep, and she works here part-time on the weekends as a tour guide for a company called New Orleans Crawl. Sitting in her Jeep, minding her own business, and three losers. One of these losers should not even be in this country to begin with. They see her as an easy target, and they attempt to rob her. And in the process, they decide, you know what? Let's go ahead and shoot her. Who's the big bad man with the gun who is shooting at this poor woman, ultimately killing her? 15-year-old thug scumbag Kevin Nunez. It was caught on surveillance video from one of these cameras here on these buildings. She was taken to a local hospital where she succumbed to her injuries. Very, very dangerous here in the streets of New Orleans. Two other losers were ultimately picked up as well. Gerben Alberek and 19-year-old Joshua Bonifacio, who, by the way, is here illegally. He has no business in this country. So what does he do when he comes to this country illegally and maybe possibly given a chance to show that he can contribute and be a productive member of society? He goes around robbing people and gets involved in this senseless murder. So all three individuals are currently incarcerated. I believe the 15-year-old has no bail, and the two have, their bails are over $1 million. So they won't be going anywhere for a very, very, very long time. Hey, what's going on? You're ruining my vlog. How you doing?
Hi.
You're a part of the vlog now.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Do you want to have a drink?
Not at all. Is there anything else you want to say? Thousands of people will be seeing this. Sadly, that would be the second murder that happened down here in the last 8 days. On June 22nd, right around the corner, it's about 4 a.m., 39-year-old Christopher Oates Jr., he's visiting from Florida, and he's down there, he works at SeaWorld. And he's minding his own business, having a good time, simply walking down the street. The crime of just walking down the street. So two women who are also walking down the street, they start getting into an argument. Hey, what's going on? You're ruining my vlog. How you doing?
Hi.
You're a part of the vlog now.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Do you want to have a drink?
Not at all. Is there anything else you want to say? Thousands of people will be seeing this. She was just curious about the camera, that's all. Just curious. On June 22nd, right down this street right here on Bourbon on the 600 block, 39-year-old Christopher Oates Jr., he's visiting from Florida. He works over there at SeaWorld. It's 4 a.m. He's committing the crime, the simple crime of walking down the street. So he's walking down the street And two numbskulls, 22-year-old Maya Lindsay and 26-year-old Mariah Campbell, they're getting into an argument over something or another. So these two vixens, they're having a disagreement and they can't seem to go ahead and settle their argument or their beef. So they decide to settle their problems with each other the good old-fashioned way. They're gonna have a shootout via the OK Corral, but they're gonna do it on Bourbon Street. So guns start shooting. One of the bullets strikes Mr. Oates, hitting him in the head, killing him right on the spot. Coming down here just to enjoy himself on vacation, and you're murdered in the process. So both these weirdos from Mississippi, they're cooling their heels in jail right now. So it's gonna be quite some time before either of them smell the clean air of freedom ever again. By the way, going back to Christy Thibodeau, she was described as a woman that was the life of the party and wanted New Orleans to be seen in a positive light, considering it gets a lot of negative attention. I find that part of the story absolutely cruel. Now, the next story right here has a better ending than the previous. We're gonna go back to December 3rd, 2024. It's a little bit before 8 p.m. And a couple of young people, 16-year-old Cecil Batiz and 18-year-old Tioni Juarez, they go to Sam's Meat Market. It's that building right over there. Now, they're going to this market with bad intentions, as I like to call it. Now, Sam, there's two things he likes to do: sell meat and carry a firearm. And so these guys come in here with their guns and hold the place up. And, well, Cecil right here, he has one of those fancy guns that has an extended clip, so he can fire a lot more shots. So they rob this counter where in the store they sell cell phone accessories, and they proceed to go in the store and kind of take some items, you know, stuff that they want. And normally when you rob a place, you actually end up just kind of leaving the scene because you know they're going to call 911. But they seem to stand in the store and they're either counting their money or they're looking at all the cool things they just stole. Well, the one guy doesn't know, but the guy he just robbed, well, he has a gun too. So he pulls out his gun and fires several shots. Blah, 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 blah. And then after he's done, the other guy, he skedaddles. He comes into this parking lot. He has a waiting person in a car, and they get the heck out of there. He got shot in the arm. The Cecil Batiz, he gets shot several times in the abdomen. And as soon as the other guy goes to run into the back, I'm assuming to call 911, he comes back and he sees Cecil on the ground and he's moving. So the guy says, oh, we can't have that. So he promptly shoots him 2 more times. Yeah. Some might say that was a little bit of overkill. I say, hey man, nice shot. Or, hey man, nice shots. So the 16-year-old was taken to a local hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. So he won't be robbing anybody ever again. And now that guy that shot and killed this kid has to live with the fact that he took another person's life, which is, I'm sure, something that's very, very heavy on one's mind. So big shout out to Sam's Meat Market. And if you're ever in town and you want a place to get breakfast under $5, come to Sam's Meat Market. And their hamburgers are not bad either. By the way, Mr. Juarez, the 18-year-old that was shot in the arm, he was eventually arrested. And come to find out, yet again, another person that is here illegally. Nobody invited him to the party, so he just came from Honduras. And most people that come here illegally, they come with very good intentions of wanting to work and get the heck out of the country that they're from because things are not going too well. But Americans, we don't like the ones that come here with, trying to do bad. So he's facing several felonies, including the robbery, of course. I'm not quite sure if they're charging him with the second-degree murder of Cecil Baptiste. That I'm not too aware of because different states have different laws. But he's facing several decades behind bars in one of the toughest places in the country to do prison time, which is Louisiana. And then after he gets out, ICE will be waiting for him for a free ride back to Honduras. He got to this country, had an opportunity to make a couple of dollars and all this, and he'd rather just go around robbing people. And because of that, now he gets to sit behind bars for quite some time.